All right, so this video will be about um kind of like following your dreams. Well, part of it will be about following your dreams. Part of it will also be about making decisions not based on pity for the history you know of such and such. Um okay, so I'll just break it down like this. So I was watching this T-Pain like booty awards or something like that. It was on my timeline. I typically don't like watch things that make us as melanated people look bad, but I kind of like T-Pain. He's funny and I like his music. But anyways, he's still part of the system. So I try not to, you know, give the system too much of my own energy and power. So basically, there was the point I'm trying to make is it was one white woman in the whole lineup. It's called Big Booty Awards, I think. So that just tells you like why is she here? And no offense to the Beckys, but y'all are trying to take the vibes. So anyways, basically the white girl just mimicked all the antics that we do, and they would not kick her out. And I kept thinking to myself, just like the Apollo, it's like, why y'all keep giving the white people, y'all keep giving them like free breadcrumbs. Like, if I kept saying in my head, if this white woman was black, they'd have been kicked her off. They kept giving her like extra, like the white girl, she didn't even get kicked off like that. They kept giving her pardons and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? She stayed into the end. Like, how does she outdo? It's called Big Booty Awards. How does she outdo natural Southern bred? Not even Southern bred. How does she outdo black women? That don't even make sense. Tell them I'm from Alabama. It don't matter where you from. Like, you shouldn't even be in this contest. Keep it a buck with you. But anyways, the point about it is that like follow your dreams. Apparently, she knew somehow she was going to somehow get into that goddamn award show, because you know how black people is. They're gonna somehow let a white person in there. But she knew it. It was her, like something in her will was like, I'm gonna get accepted to this Big Booty Award even though I'm white. It doesn't matter. Like, I mean, you know, white bodies aren't, you know, shaped like ours, but she was like, whether it's booty or hips, I'm gonna still get in this award. And she did, because she believed it somehow. She believed it, and then she got in. Even though it doesn't take much talent to get into it, it's really not, you know, it's the Hollywood. It's really not a real award. And I'm kind of mad that I'm even promoting this, because probably some of y'all gonna check it out. Well, once y'all check it out, y'all gonna understand what I mean. But anyways, my point is, you know, if you have a dream and you feel in your heart that you're called to manifest that dream and that it makes sense, then do it. Because as you can see, like, I paint a lot, and it might not produce anything. That's the thing. When you really believe in something, you need to admit to yourself that it might not produce anything, but you need to still believe in it because you love it. That's the whole point. It's not about the belief. It's about the love in the belief. It's like how I see belief or dreams. Dreams are like children. So it's easy to make a dream. It's easy to make a dream, just like it's easy to be fucking. But once the baby comes out, once I'm pregnant, it's a hit to the system. Once can you go to these baby programs with me? Can you contractions? Once the admittance of I'm going to be a father, I'm going to be a mother, that's when things get tricky. It's easy to make one. There's always pleasure in the making of something. It's the sustaining and maintaining and containing of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you keep this together? Because once you have a child, then you need a mother and a father. And I mean a proper child, the proper way. A loving mother and father. You need a home. You need money. You need diapers. So the same thing with dreams. In order to have a dream, anyone can have one. Anyone. All you need is a mind and imagination. But then after that, you need work and will. Most people don't have these things. That's why none of their dreams are aborted like babies. And then you see them in their eyes. You can see the regret, the shame, the darkness. Because it's like once you give up on a dream, you can't get it back the same way. You might be older. The timeline that God gave you to do the dream, you might surpass it. And then I always have this vision in my mind, you know what I'm saying, of dreams going downhill. It's like, what if God give you, I always tell people when they say, oh, your dreams aren't really, they're not making any money off of art. I'm like, it's not about the money. They don't get it. It's like, even if my art never made a cent, the creation of it, the fact that I'm getting better, the fact that I'm producing something that I never thought I could. Mind you, my art is self-taught. No one taught me how to do it. So I always told myself, do it because you want to do it. And the one thing about it is that I did it myself, self-made. The one thing I always wanted in life was to be free. Not money. I wanted freedom, self-sufficiency, that I could do something, produce something, and then in time, if you're patient, it'll produce, prosperity. You know what I'm saying? And even if it doesn't happen, it's okay. What if your child never becomes anything? Do you still not love your child? Do you love your child any less, anymore? It don't matter. That's how I am with my dream. It doesn't matter if it produces anything. The fact that I created it in itself is a blessing. Because some people leave this earth thinking that they can't do anything. You need to know your own worth, your own value, what you can contribute to this world. Similar to the Becky on the Booty Show, she knew she could contribute a certain amount of something to this show because she knew who the judges were. She knew who she appealing to. You know what I'm saying? Because no offense, but white people, whether they're racist or not, they know they can get over on blacks with certain things because they know that we're still going to pander to them. Or it's like Eminem, or the white man rapping. Let's make him rap God. What? Y'all created rap though. I don't get it. How did y'all create rap and not a white man rap God? But that's what we do because we were enslaved. We don't know how to not admit that the white man is not king and the white woman isn't queen. That's what happens when you don't know your value, when you don't know yourself anymore. But apparently they still know what time it is. That's why you can jump on a show and you can get on the top 5 when there are competitors that should have won over you anyway. But, bigger than that, dreams. If you have a dream and it makes sense, go for it. Because it's going to continue to call you. It's going to haunt you until you leave this planet. I'm not saying if you're a 40-year-old, try to be a rapper. Why? Because you're not wanting to be a rapper to rap. You're wanting to be a rapper because you see that Hollywood perpetuates certain images that you want. And you think it's an easy bag. And then you're going to end up going to Hollywood and being a sodomite. So go and have a dream that specifically makes sense for you. Don't do it because others are doing it and you see promise in that. Because now dreams are it's like driving on the highway. If we all leave work at 4, we're going to be in traffic. Take the back road. It may be a little, wildernessy, but it's more serene. You're going to get the scenic route. You're going to see different things, but at least there won't be any traffic. That's what people don't understand about dreams. It's like if a dream is specific to you, there won't be no traffic. You'll get there. But it's like going through the woods. You're not going to know where you're at. You're not going to have no GPS, but you're going to get there quicker because there's no competition. You know what I mean? That's what a dream that is meant for you, perfected for you, will do. It'll give you more insight and more promise and more, I won't say practicality, but it'll give you more enlightenment towards what life is all about, because the dream will The dream will give you the promise in the dream. Like just by you on the journey of you getting to your dream, you'll start learning things about yourself, learning things about life, but through the promise of your dream, you know. So all I have to say is be unique. Be unique and be in your own image because God made us in his image. If you want to copy other people, like how, I'll give an example. On YouTube, everyone that's a woman got a two name. My name is Anaya Lachey. Why do y'all all got two names? Y'all making this shit up. My name is, and then before you know it, it's so like cookie cutter and like it's like it's so normalized that it becomes like trash. Like, okay, she got two names, she got what they call it, like the curly cues and like the little baby hairs. Then she got a half weave. It got two colored tones. You know what I'm saying? She got lip gloss on. She got the makeup. And she taking trips. Like, you feel me? Like, it becomes so monotonous that it's boring now. You know what I'm saying? And even when they try to be unique, it's a copycat or something. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying everyone's meant for this, you know, lifestyle, because God didn't give everyone dreams. Most people are just regular, schmegular background characters. Like, they're not really relevant. No offense. It's just that because there's too many people on the planet. God made certain people special on purpose to amplify what special even means. If you had everyone that was special, special would be normal. You feel me? Special would be normal. And then if special is normal, then what is special? So not everyone on this planet is special. For a reason. To prove a point. God's trying to prove a point. That's the only reason why we're here. He wants to prove a point. Special and unique. Special and unique. That's what a dream is. A dream is special and unique. Everyone's dream is different. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about life is that, you know, before you know it, life has passed you by, and now you want to tell yourself, well, if I have a child, they can live a dream. It's like you want to now pass on your regrets to your child because you never did it. But it wasn't that you were restrained from doing it. You just never did it. You know, it's not the way to go. Like, live your life the way you live it. And if you have a child, don't pass on your lack of to them. They have a free life. A free life. Because we're walking into freedom if we all do it correctly, the right way. You know. But yeah, you know, it's like, how do I put this? Living your dream like it's your job. You know, because you put in 60 hours at your job, 40 hours at your job. I know your job pays, I get it. But if your job consumes the majority of your life, you're going to end up depressed and suicidal like these Hollywood, you know what I mean? These Hollywood industry people. You're going to want to kill yourself because you have no joy in your heart. You have no joy in your spirit. Your spirit is excited when you do things that are from free will. Your spirit is bored. Your spirit is depleted. Your spirit is drained when you're doing things that are mechanical, like going to work, waking up at 6 a.m. This shit is not normal. None of it's normal. You know what I'm saying? But it's the choices we make. Would you rather be less financially stable and more free, or more enslaved and more stable? These are the questions we need to ask ourselves, because this is what fulfilling a dream is all about. They say the meek shall inherit the earth. Why do they say that? You know, there's a lot of questions that I have, but only time will tell. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know, have a dream, but make it make sense to you. You know, like my art. If you see me one day on TV, or you see me one day in a gallery, you're going to say, oh, that dude really did. He really did do that. And he kept to his guns. Not because he wanted money, but because he believed in himself. He believed in himself, even if it didn't make any sense of where the belief was coming from. He believed in himself. Not only that, you need to have a reason of why your dream needs to exist. It's like a child. Why does your dream need to exist? Like you clearly, you see that I'm not trying to be a rapper. No offense to rappers. But it's like I already know where that road leads. So that I knew that that wasn't a dream that I wanted to attain. I didn't want to be a sports. I didn't want to do anything stereotypical. Because stereotype is created by the enemy. Physical or spiritual. Now, if I was meant to do something special, that was a anointed, something special given by him, it would be special and unique. I wouldn't have to mimic myself or plagiarize myself or be some sort of like chuck and jive. You feel me? It would be unique, and and the same thing goes for like YouTubers too, because that's owned by Hollywood too. It's the same thing. YouTube, the subscription stuff, Netflix, it's all the same. It's all connected. You got people over here still doing a bunch of wild stuff just for a bag that'll eventually disappear. But to each his own. All I want to say is like, follow your dreams. And just see where it leads you. And in the end, you'll see if it's really worth it. But you have to tell yourself, was it worth it? I'll make a part 2 about like the fallout, the benefits and the lack of benefit to following your dream. We'll talk soon. Enjoy.